Hello, guys, gals, and all my non-binary pals. My name is Akihiko Hishimoto, and I will be your dungeon master for this campaign. Before we begin, I would like to warn you that this is a dark fantasy-themed campaign, which is heavily inspired by gothic and vampiric media and literature, such as Castlevania, Hellsing, Dracula, and many, many others. Because of this innately horrific and mature nature of this setting, there will be many mentions and instances present of very serious and dark topics. This is your one and only disclaimer that if any of the following subjects presented here are triggering for you, or you are not above the age of 18, then this series is not one for you, nor the faint of heart. However, if you have steeled yourself and are ready to brave the horrors of the night, then I would like to welcome you to Castlevania Blood Debt. Grab a snack, turn the lights down low, and brace yourselves for the horrors of the night. Let us see just what kind of story unfolds right before your eyes. And I shall see you on the other side. Hello, everyone.
Hi.
That
That was wild.
Sorry.
was wild. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Castlevania Blood Debt.
And I
am
have a
your-
gun.
Indeed.
You do?
I am your lovely dungeon master, as always, Akihiko Hishimoto, as well as VTuber extraordinaire, and joined with me, as always, are intrepid heroes. Say hi, intrepid heroes.
Hi, intrepid heroes.
He's more than gonna be, please help me.
What is happening?
Ignore whatever the fuck that was. Anyways.
No,
Is
because
he
like
okay?
no, because Jevix is holding a gun towards me. Remember in the trap.
Oh.
Oh, yes, I suppose. For those of you who might not have noticed, there are some, well, there were supposed to be new emotes, but, 3 of them are under approval because looks at Twitch. But-
hates women.
and knives.
Twitch is
Uh,
misogynistic.
But as you can see by the Fugies drawn by the lovely artist and fellow player Chewy, I believe I have also given Chewy the artist tag. I don't know what the fuck that does,
Fuck,
but
it's
yeah,
not
no.
Women's History Month. That would have been so funny.
What?
I was gonna be like during Women's History Month, but that's in like March or some shit.
Oof.
It's Hispanic History Month.
During
Well, let's-
Hispanic History Month, even though I'm not Hispanic, but Alphonz is here.
Hi, hola.
But
That's why they.
I
have
didn't even
here.
realize our campaign is even more fitting than normal because it's October. It's spooky
Yeah.
month.
Spooky.
Spooky.
Although hopefully nothing spooky happens this session with like I said, the chibi Fugies. But if you all want to introduce yourselves as always. That starts with you, Alphonz.
Oh right, yeah. My name is BZ. I'm cheapified right now.
I am Jevix, and I have a gun.
Oh man.
I am the. I would say amazing, but my roles are rather average. Succubus, Freya.
I
You have to do the
am
laugh.
the suck boy Lucifer, extreme extraordinaire. Not daddy's boy.
Boy!
You can call me GG Good Suck. Some might
It's
call me
true,
the
that's what she
Zuck.
calls him.
DJ Suckatuck.
That's right.
Shut the fuck up.
This is gonna be quite the session. I can already
Why are you
tell.
throwing out all of Freya's pet names for you in public? What the hell?
You know.
But who wants to
sometimes you
try
gotta
and
share.
recap?
I don't remember what we did.
I could do it.
My
I
brain
can do
doesn't
it.
work.
Okay. Last we left our heroes, we had to go and meet with the Death Knight after a casual return to home. Once we made our accommodations at home, talking to the I forgot his. I know his name is like Fluffy as like a nickname, but Raja. We met up with Raja again.
There we go.
Got him to meet our friend. Shoot, now I forgot his name.
Big Boy Roy.
Big Boy Roy. And with them meeting, Big Boy Roy now works at the orphanage. Even though we did have some werewolf issues in the past, we won't have any more werewolf issues right now. So
Quick correction. Roy works with Rajan now, and the
Oh,
orphanage is
okay.
being run by Elias, who was the veteran that you all met all the way back in fucking session 1
There you go.
/0.
But after getting acquainted, we had to go meet with the Death Knight, who had some words for us, specifically saying that we succeeded in his task. And after succeeding his task, he rewarded us with some good boons. Me, a sword. Lucifer, a feet. Not the foot kind.
Yeah,
but
not the
like
good kind.
The feet
Bro.
kind.
Shiro.
For
What?
free.
I hate.
Freya
my brain
was-
is too dead for this, man. You can't throw that out.
And Freya was given a magical item, and Jevix received it was like a potential coming ally. I think
You all received a hint,
a hint.
or not a long lost piece of wisdom, the final words of the last hero.
Exactly. And once we had our gifts, the Death Knight returned back into the forest. Most likely, hopefully, never being seen ever again. I'm hoping, crossing fingers. We then, well, for me, I meditated with my sword, while the others focused on their own affairs, such as Freya learning, well, more like out playing a local bard at a tavern. Jevix, I'm trying to remember what Jevix did. Oh shit.
Jevix instigated the playing
Oh, yeah,
against the bard.
That is exactly right. And Lucifer, it's been 2 weeks.
I was very
He
happy
just
that I heard
accompanied
Freya's song.
them. Yeah, accompanied, listened to the song. The church came up and told Freya, nice job, which that went well. That was great. Then all of you returned back to the orphanage where you would discuss with each other your plans, and I believe as of current, your plans are to stay in the town for about 3 days so that the stuff that Lucifer, and Freya got commissioned from I forget her name, Natasha, can be made. And then during those days, you're going to try and go to the Proletarian Dueling Grounds to see if you can find anything in their library, and perhaps even challenge someone to a duel to get something.
That's right. I forgot about the duel. And yeah, the library and the duel.
And also, I fought everyone except for Freya in like
Yeah.
a little match.
Oh yeah, and won. Let's not forget that you beat everyone's ass.
I almost get Lucifer almost got me. No wait, or was it?
No. You fucking mucked me 3-0.
Oh wait, no,
Yeah.
it was Jevix that almost got me.
But also, you remember that at the end of those 3 days, Lucifer, Slate Main said he'll try his best to get you 2 platinum rings. So
I do
that's
recall
another
that.
thing you're waiting on.
Yes.
But after that, you all had to talk about your future plans, which are to head up to into Targa Vista territory and hunt down the abomination that Freya needs to kill for her patron. And after a bit more of talking, you all eventually retired to your beds, and Freya had a nice little dream with her patron. And both Lucifer and BZ might have voices in the back of their heads, but who doesn't have a voice in their head?
Javix, hopefully.
For now.
Sorry, I was talking to the other person. What are you saying?
I know that reference.
But you would all awaken on a brand new day.
I would say Lucifer, even though you did have a rather, not fun conversation per se with her the night before. You still would have woken up with her, kind of like she would have at some point in the night moved from like the opposite end of the bed, like over to you
Okay.
as they wake up.
Go ahead.
Jevix is probably going to wake up and quietly open the door to not disturb BZ's like trance. And just kind of hang out at the top of the stairs.
All right, you're just chilling, watching. You see all the kids are already up and about and eating breakfast.
Yeah, he's still giving them a bit of a wide berth. So he's waiting for them to like clear out a bit so he can get by them.
All right, then, BZ.
BZ sort of like mutters himself to a weakness as he is sort of like repeating every single word that he hears in his head. And as he shoots up awake, he sees that the sword is sort of like spawned right at his hands subconsciously. Warm. And he unsummons it. Morning.
Oh, morning, BZ. You sleep all right?
Yeah, I'm doing good. Just weird dreams. I didn't even think I could dream.
You had a dream?
Yeah, something like that.
What was it about?
Less about what it looked like, more like what I heard. It's just like some sort of like calling. Sort of something about flames. And I guess something like that.
You think it has something to do with that new sword of yours?
Yeah, it was just summoned in my hand when I woke up. I don't know how it got there.
Huh. Maybe. Well, I think we're staying here for a couple more days at least, so we can try and do watches, and I'll keep an eye and see if anything's going on where, like, I don't know, if you summon your sword in your sleep or something.
That's a good idea. So, how do you think the other two are doing inside their,
Probably waking up. Well, Lucifer's probably waking up. Freya, I feel like she's probably a late sleeper when, we're not actively in a rush.
Yeah, I can see that.
Well, kids are having breakfast down there if you want to go join them.
Well, you can come join me.
I still don't eat.
All right. Well, I guess I'll just go and keep them entertained. BZ sort of like looks over at Jevik, sort of like still pondering at him, but then once he sort of like reaches the steps, he sort of like starts walking down, saying good morning to the children.
Elias will nod to you, and you see that that Lexi and Leo, not getting caught with my pants down this time, will both wave to you, as all the other kids seem to also be eating and chatting in their little groups.
Easy
All
will
right.
just like, yeah.
Elias will ask you if you want some food.
BZ will
And he
sort
can
of like
prepare
nod his
some.
head.
All right, and you see he will begin to prepare some food for you. Lucy and Freya.
Good morning. How
Morning.
did you sleep?
Much better now that we're on a proper bed again.
Yeah. Are you feeling better?
Yes, I am. I'll try to move past last night and understand it from the perspective you said.
I'm glad. I'm very glad. With that in mind, you should get up. You have a big day.
Dewey, I forgot to be blunt. I was so focused on the not dying part.
We were gonna go to do the dueling grounds and...
Oh, in the library, right.
Yes. Hopefully you and Jevix will be able to find something. After the, display Easy gave us all last night, I'm sure he is going to do wonderfully to earn us a few more resources.
Yes, I'm definitely sure of that, and Jevix and I will do our best. I'm sure there has to be at least something, even if not specifically related to them, at least something useful.
I assume so. But we should get ready. Are you all set?
Yes, I'm good too.
All right then. Let's head out. Oh, I have to restart my thing.
Roll 20, be roll 20.
No. Not quite. Hardware acceleration be not hardware accelerating.
Oh, yeah.
Ah.
That too.
Oof.
That's the worst.
That's rough, buddy.
No, I gotta turn it off when I'm watching shows, so.
Yeah, same. You'll see Jevix that Freya steps out, but she'll kind of wait there for him to follow.
He just kind of gives like a slight wave and just kind of like leans over the side again.
She would like be looking over everything and she would pause at you and give you like a small nod.
Oh. Morning, Jevix. How are you feeling?
Hey, morning. I'm doing pretty well. So apparently BZ's dreaming.
What? Like, does he not normally dream?
No.
So there's cause
Not
for alarm then.
I'm not sure what to make of it. He said that he woke up with his sword in his hand. So it could be the sword is talking to him in his sleep. But I told him I'm gonna keep an eye on him when we bed down next. Just figured you'd both like to be aware in case, we're out and about and we have different watches or something.
Yeah. We should keep an eye on him. That's concerning, to say the least.
I don't think it's anything to really be super worried about, but
Well, are they more akin to like prophetic dreams or?
I'm not sure. He said it mentioned there's something about flames, which made me think it has something to do with the sword.
That would make sense. Huh.
I don't think the Death Knight gave us anything cursed. So I don't know. It could be something prophetic. Maybe something to just keep an eye on.
Well, it's appreciated, Jevix, to let us know of this. I'm sure if it develops into anything, he will tell us.
Yeah, and I'll keep watch over him tonight, and if anything concerning happens, then we can all talk about it.
Sounds good.
Well, should we head down and get some food and head off on our ways?
I think so. We have a library to sift through Jevix.
That's right, we do.
Alrighty then. As you all make your way down into the you will see that Elias is currently cooking up as BZ. When you asked for food, he would have pulled out 4, as he would make an assumption that everyone else would also wish to eat, and he would begin preparing a meal. Very basic, just meat and bread. Before
Morning,
he'll
guys.
walk over and put down the 4 plates. Sort of looking up at Jevix before looking to you all and saying, "You're not coming down to eat."
Oh, could you package mine to go? I didn't know food was going to be provided, so I ate some rations.
All right then. And he'll take the plate back.
I appreciate
Start
it.
putting it in a sack. All right, but you all are given a breakfast ration. Is there anything else before you all head out?
Let me see. Jevix is going to start heading downstairs and kind of like check to see how many silver bullets he has left. Because I think he talked about making some non-silver bullets at some point.
Did mention that, yes.
So he's just kind of seeing how many he has and, you know, keeping stock.
All right then. That I'm assuming you already know how many silver bullets you have.
Yes,
as
I have
I am
21
definitely
left.
keeping track. Alrighty then. 21 more dead things.
And yeah, he's going to grab the ration from Elias and thank him. And kind of just like look like down and away from the kids. I'm gonna go feed the horses and what kind of wolf? Hellhound?
It's a dire wolf.
Direwolf. Okay, yeah. I'm gonna go feed them.
Elias will just look at you and raise an eyebrow, but seem relatively unfazed. You know, old men in anime and whatnot.
The old wise men that spot everything.
Or that have just been around so long that they don't care anymore.
And yeah, he's just gonna go in and make sure the horses are fed. He's gonna take the meat from the ration that he was given and give it to the direwolf.
They'll just walk up and consume it before going back to just laying down, relaxing. And there's plenty of hay to feed the horses.
Okay. And is Haru looking any better?
Definitely a lot better than when you guys got her.
Okay, that's good.
But eventually, you would feed all the horses. You all would finish up your food. And you see Elias would have grabbed all the kids and sort of taken them out to quote unquote play. But you see that they all end up probably just chasing each other around and running around, doing, you know, children things, tag.
Four squares.
Foursquare. Yeah, I don't know if there's Foursquare in Wallachia, you know.
Dang.
For unfortunate reasons.
Ring Around the Rosie, where they play and dance about the bubonic plague.
True.
It would
Mhm.
probably be something more about like vampires and the undead and things than
Ring around the vampire.
Ring Around Dracula's castle.
Ring around the burned witch.
But yes, you would eat your food. You would feed the horses and wolves. Anything else you all are doing?
I would say like Freya and Lucifer. When you're seeing BZ eat, he's using the sword as like a cutting knife.
Bit impractical for a long sword, but you know.
Keeps the meat warm.
Oh, it does. I guess since it flames.
Sanitizes itself.
Ah. She kind of just looks at you, kind of like, okay, like. And then quickly finishes her food. Well, I'm gonna go check on my horse.
As you walk out, you see all the kids climbing trees and things.
She doesn't really care.
Fuck them
Fuck them
kids.
kids.
Yeah. She would walk past and like, look to Haru and probably like smile at it. She would kind of give like basically like a head pat to the wolf and then go over and kind of just like pamper Bethany a bit, it's her boy.
He's there, aura farming, as he
As
does.
usual.
BZ looks over at Lucifer and says, "So is like the wolf like an extension of yourself? Like how my weapons are like an extension of myself?"
That's kind of a good way to put it. It's more of a summoned creature.
Mm.
Did
So,
you hear
like-
the stories about how vampires can, like, summon wolves and other night creatures?
Honestly, honestly, I kind of skipped that part. Mostly focused on like the Belmonts and what they were like.
Yeah. Well, for brevity's sake, it is more like that.
Interesting. Wait, does the wolf have like sentience?
Of a sort, it can communicate with me telepathically. Which,
Oh, go ahead.
go ahead.
Oh, yeah, I was just gonna say BZ sort of like contemplates the morality of like creating a sentient creature out of thin air.
It's not so much that I created her, if that's got you stumbled, but I essentially called a being from another world and shaped its form to fit that which would benefit me.
Okay, that makes much more sense. Huh.
I believe due to the circumstances of summoning, it's more fiendish in nature than anything else.
I think I would have preferred if Camilla were more on that side of, creating monsters instead of,
Yeah, I understand.
All right. Well, we should probably go check on the others now.
Agreed. Let's head out. Thank you for the meal.
No, he already went out with he's out with the kids, watching them. Making sure none of them bust their heads open. As you walk in, you see all your faithful steeds. Up to par.
Yay.
Are you gonna... I'm assuming you're gonna leave them here for going to the Proletarian dueling grounds, but...
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Or will you strut them across town? And then tell them to wait outside. In the car. In the hot air condition with the air conditioning off.
See, I don't think that we can.
Best to leave it.
See, I don't really think that we can strut her around because, like, she's looking better, but she's still pretty rough.
Yeah, we probably should not drag the malnourished horse around.
He's just a baby.
Okay. Well, is everyone ready to go?
Yeah. How far we're walking in like the same direction basically, right? Until we get to the building.
Yeah, I'd say it's like you guys are currently in the outskirts of Gresset, I'd say. The Proletarian dueling grounds are like right in the dead center. Like maybe a bit up the ways from the town square.
Oh, before we go, can we swing by Natasha's brothel?
I don't see a problem with that.
Perfect.
Is it ready today?
One of them should be, and hopefully it's
Oh, yes.
the one we got for BZ here, as it'll come in handy with where we're going.
Oh, I thought that you were talking about going for other reasons. Oh, okay. Okay, that makes more sense.
What other reason would there be?
She shoots you a fucking look, Jevix.
What?
What other reason would there be?
Sex, BZ. It's a brothel. Why else?
Oh.
Yes, why else would they?
I don't know, to talk, you know?
You need
That
to
is,
better understand how business works there, BZ.
Well, to be fair, one of my younger knights, they were so, let's say, uncharming with the women that they would just rent the girls to practice their courtship.
Oh.
And did that help any, or
Oh no!
is he still bad at it?
He thought his new confidence and bluster would work well, and he very quickly ended up with a carafe of wine in the face.
Hmm.
Quite funny.
BC is just gonna put a hand on Jevix's shoulder. If it didn't work for him, I don't know if it'll work for you.
Wow, BZ. That wasn't even what I was suggesting.
Oh, was it not? Dang.
Look, I have charisma. I just choose not to. There are other things going on.
It is true. Jevix did come on to me last night before I went to bed.
Okay, no, you came on to me.
You see Freya, like, at first goes to shoot Jevix a glare, and then as he says that, she looks at you, Lucifer, and her eyes, like, widen.
BC puts another hand on Jevix's shoulder. No matter what, I will always accept you.
Even if you're gay.
My darling Freya, don't worry. I have eyes only for you. I simply caressed Jevik's face to see if they felt flushed or blushed, and well, I didn't sense a temperature change, which was good to know.
He just kind of starts walking out. You can see how that can come across as making a move.
Well, as long as you don't do that to people other than me or Jevik.
1 second. Give me a second. And Lucifer's gonna like pull Freya into the barn for a second.
Okay.
You don't mind if I empower myself? Gonna be competing in the dueling grounds.
Oh.
Do you?
She'll just immediately move her hair aside.
Nice. I will take a little sippies.
Is this what it means when they
For
say
fun, I
juicing
want
up?
you to roll perception check, Lucifer.
13.
With a 13, as you sort of pull Freya in or like come here for a second, and you do it like right in front of the stall that Morgan's resting in, you see they will just like sort of glare at they'll like not move their head, but their eyes will look over at you like, seriously, bro? And then when you do that, they seem to look away as if, oh, okay, good. As if they're expecting you to do something different, and
Oof.
we're like, really? Right in front of my fucking salad?
Judging ass wolf. I love it.
Thank you. And Lucifer will kind of just wipe a little blood away from his mouth.
Of course. You have to be on your best form.
Sorry about that. Shall we?
Yep, let's shall.
That would kill a commoner, is the crazy thing.
Oh, yeah, it would.
The bite?
Yeah, the
Yes.
bite.
Yeah, that's 4 damage.
The bite would just straight up kill a commoner.
That's also a bad roll, too. You're up to 6 and more when I get more constitution. But head off this map and head to the dueling grounds.
All right.
Yeah.
You head out through Gresset. And as you're traveling through Gresset, for the fun of it, who wants to roll D100?
I will.
Oh boy.
Oh, wait, I need to...
100.
That would be something.
94.
it's close.
That's still good. Yay.
Pretty close.
That's really good.
That is really good.
I like consistently have pretty decent D100 rolls, I've noticed.
Oh, I need to recenter this. There we go. All right, then. Interesting. Interesting. As you all are walking, you're walking through the streets, and you can see that the effects of Slatemane and Ralston's, you could say, new leadership of Gresset is sort of slowly making its way through the town in a visible manner. Of a lot of the guards are nowhere near as lacking or slacked as they used to be. On top of that, you don't nearly see as many nobles openly walking about like the town square as you pass it or things like that. And the average commoner does seem to be in a bit more livelier of spirits, but there are still individuals in rags lying in like on the side of the street or in alleyways, begging for the occasional coin or food. It is unfortunately still Wallachia, but there is slow hints of progress, which will hopefully, over time, become even better, but you all would actually recognize a figure walking through the crowd, one drastically different from the crowd of commoners and normal folk. A rather tall figure that I don't think many of you expected to see again, let alone in Gresset, as if you look in reference pictures, you see this man walking through the town.
It's the gladiator guy.
In his armor and with his sword on his back, he is very much stand out amongst everyone else. Yes, do you do anything or just continue walking?
So
Jesus.
we've seen him before.
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys saw him when you were traveling down south to fight Barrett,
Yeah.
Bjorn, the bear guy.
BZ will just jut his head at him like a what's up.
He'll just look at you and then look forward and continue walking.
So, taking part in the tournament?
He'll pause for a moment and he'll look over at you.
Do you refer to the dueling grounds?
Yeah.
I am a combatant there, yes.
Okay. Well, we'll see you then.
Good luck, if our paths cross.
Jeff is gonna give him a nod, and can I try and do a perception, kind of get a feel for this guy's like skill, kind of like how he carries himself, or would that be more
I'd say
insight?
roll an insight.
Eh.
With a 12, you can definitely tell that his equipment is pretty good. Seems like he is wearing half plate, and on his back is a executioner's sword as well as a shield. But even more than that, his stature is pretty big compared to most you've seen. Without seeing him in proper action, you can't really comment on his skills, but he definitely seems to at least be a very physically capable fighter.
Okay. So out of earshot from him, like I assume that we keep walking.
Yes.
So out of earshot, Javix kind of like leans over to BZ. Hey, he's got a lot of armor, so he's probably pretty strong, but slow. So may have the advantage against him in speed.
I can take him.
All right, then. But besides that, you would continue making your way through the town, and eventually you would arrive at the proletarian dueling ground. Which you would see is a larger building than most and a bit more ornate in nature comparatively to a lot of Gresset is built less for show and more for functionality. Lucifer, you would know that a lot of buildings in Targa Vista are built to look pretty, with functionality as a second hand, like a lot of the churches or things like that. But this building is somewhat more reminiscent of being made to actually look proper and nice.
Wait, so weren't we going to the brothel first?
Oh, yes, actually, you were. I forgot about that.
We're just swinging by to see if she finished the cloak.
You would first stop by the Bountiful Bosom Brothel. And as you stop by, you'd walk up and you walk in, girls waving as always, and you would see, working there as always, Natasha, as she would sort of see you all walk in, and she would smile and say,
Good to see you all. Good to see you all. I assume you here for cloak.
Yeah, we are. Thank you.
and she will take out the very nice sort of silky robe and hand it over to you.
Just finished it. We'll need another day or two for rest, but
I appreciate your hard work. How's the food? Is everything satisfactory?
food is very nice, very nice. Will keep us well fed and be able to pocket extra money we make.
Perfect. BZ, did you come in with us, or are you staying outside?
No, BZ's there.
This BZ is for you.
Oh, he takes it.
It is a very long and very fancy cloak with some very nice like leathery cloth outside, but then like a smooth silk inside.
I will need to use the boys' closet.
What?
To change.
Oh, that's what you. You see, she'll just sort of gesture to like a door that seems to lead to a room.
BZ will go in and change in the meantime.
Go in and change. It's a very nice robe. Untattered. Very nice against your chitinous skin.
Kindness.
Chitinous, whatever.
All right.
But all right.
Uh,
You make your way out. Don't want to grab anything else while you're here.
Nope. The entire time Jevix is like looking anywhere else. Still like very flustered.
As you all exit, the girls will all wave at you once more, gesturing for you to come over, have fun. And then you will eventually walk and find yourselves at the Praetorian dueling ground. You would see that there's actually a gate that you have to go through, and then it leads, and then a path leading up to it with metal fence sort of all around it. A lot nicer and more secure than many of the other buildings. But you would all eventually make your way up the path, and you would open the doors, and as you do, you would enter the very nice and somewhat fancily built building. You see, it would be the main area would be like a pretty open and open, like just service hall, sort of like a church in some aspects. And then you see there would be two large double doors that lead to the two wings that sort of sprout off of the main building, and one of them seems to be labeled, the right doors is labeled the library, and the left door is labeled the dueling grounds.
Okay, well, best of luck to you. And Jeff is gonna immediately start heading towards the library.
Don't let him get too deep in the books, Freya.
She did say BRB, so she might not be here
Yep.
currently.
You ready to go, BZ?
BC is dead too, damn.
Sorry. I guess so. I've never actually done anything of fighting in a professional sense, I guess.
Well, before we go in, let me I'm gonna take a few of my like house markings off of my clothes and attach them to BZ's robes, so it looks like he's at the very least affiliated with the Raven Crest family.
Mm-hmm.
There we go. Let's head in, BZ.
All right.
All right then. As you would see that you would see as you sort of walk in and you go to open the dueling ground doors, you see that the doors immediately lead into this large sort of circular arena. But as you sort of take a closer look at this large like main central ground hall, that's the word. Hall, you would see that there is sort of like there's like a large desk, like curved desk that a person sits at and seems to be going over some paperwork that is on the like left wall, sort of a bit to the right of the two large doors. As you're assuming, you probably have to do some kind of sign up or something.
I'll head to the counter.
As you walk up, you see it'll be just a man who's rifling through some paperwork, and he'll look up at you.
Yes, hello there, and what can I do for you?
What does a Knight of Targa Vista have to do to sign up? For a duel or two?
Well, it would depend on what type of duel you're looking for. If you want to try and dethrone the current champion, then you would tell us. We would get in contact with the champion if he is in town, and then set up a time for you all to duel. If you're looking for audience with a Lancaster or a request of a Lancaster, we would send a letter up the line and see if they are willing to take you on. Or if you're merely seeking to battle for gold and the entertainment of some folks, we could see what we have in order.
Well, some traveling money would be nice. So let's fight for gold. Does that sound alright to you, BZ?
Sounds good to me. Yeah.
By any means, is the champion a big, large knight in bronze armor?
You see he'll check a paper and say,
Bartram the Bronze is the current champion of this year.
He is in town. We've seen him. So, depending on how our money matches go, might
Well,
challenge him too.
If you best the champion, you get all the earnings that he's acquired through holding the title of champion.
Wait, would that just mean that, like, if I become champion, that if someone beats me, they'll get all my worth?
Well, not your So there's a certain amount of gold that the champion gets for winning and being the champion, and then there's the gold that we keep from the champion's cut every time he fights someone. You would get part of our cut, part of the cut that is reserved in the arena.
A jackpot, basically, for when a new champion is crowned then.
Exactly.
Okay.
Need some way to get people to fight against someone who's never lost before.
Well, how do you feel about that, Easy?
Sounds good to me.
Can more than one person challenge them a day, or...
However many the champion feels like fighting.
Alright then. Sign us both up. You can go first if you wish, BZ.
Alright then.
Yeah.
We'll have a messenger out in looking for him, and when he is ready, he shall return here.
At least if I lose, you'll be able to see some of his strategies.
Yeah, but you won't lose. I have faith.
I hope.
You may sit in the main hall while you wait.
Come.
BZ will follow behind Lucifer.
So I hear you've been dreaming, BZ.
Well, in a way, yeah.
How does it feel? Is it ominous? Does it feel prophetic?
It honestly feels deterministic.
Okay. Nothing we should be worried about then?
I wouldn't think so.
Good. I did have a dream, but I feel like it might be from the boon that we received yesterday. It was memories of that lost soul that I acquired.
Did they tell you to continue moving a light forward?
No, it was... I think it was what was going through their mind in their final moments. Of being a stalwart wall, not letting anyone get by them.
I guess you
Rather-
could say that was sort of similar to my listenings.
Yeah. Well, hopefully nothing bad comes of it.
Exactly. BZ will just sort of like summon the sword in his hand and sort of like look at it. Sort of like expectingly, but like knows that forcing it won't do anything.
It merely flickers in the light in your hand. Oh. Right then. As you all wait for Bertram to return so that you may face him. We will go to the there we go. Chat date. To the library. So, as you walk in, you will see it is a decently large library. There's a good each of the walls is large bookshelves that have a wide variety of books on them. And then there's a couple of halls of books that extend all the way to like the ceiling. And there's like a sliding ladder that you can move across them. And you would have noticed that similarly as you walk in, before you walk in through the double doors, to the left, there is another individual sitting at a sort of semicircle desk going through paperwork.
Okay. Uh, looking at the books, does it look like they're in a kind of like alphabetical order? Like,
Yeah,
can
you
I
could
tell like
say
how
that.
they're?
That the usual. I was gonna say Dewey Decimal System, but Dewey probably doesn't exist. The normal library system.
Okay. Um. So Jevix is going to, like, already knowing that there won't be any books like actively about the Belmonts. Um, he's going to try and find some history books that may have mention of them.
All right then. If you're looking for history books, then I want you to roll me a investigation check first.
Okay.
And then I want you to roll me because of that investigation check, a D100 with advantage. So roll 2 and take the higher.
Okay.
I'm back.
Welcome
Hey.
back. We have just
Also,
gotten into the library.
oh,
If you are looking for a book, you can roll an investigation check and then
Whoa!
yo, I said it. I said we'd get 100. I believed in you.
Pop the fucking champagne.
All right, well, Freya, if you
believed
want
in
to
you,
also
Jevik.
roll.
We're gonna be dog shit in comparison.
First investigation.
Fucking 2 more hundreds.
Oh, that was the GM
UGM
roll.
rolled it, but so everyone knows that was a 5. So you will
I'm
have to roll a
rocking
D100
great.
flat.
43.
All right,
I don't
then.
do smarts, really.
Let's go to Freya first.
The less impressive one.
Freya, as you walk in onto this, through these double doors and see the large library, it's a bit overwhelming at first. And as you're scrolling through, walking through the halls of the bookshelves, and you are tracing your fingers over books, you do find one book that sort of catches your eye and attention, and
Is it?
it is
Good
a
of-
smutty book. Yeah.
God,
Knew it.
every
I knew
time. It happens every campaign. I've done 3 of yours where this happened.
You just roll really
I don't play smart
mediocrely
people.
bad at libraries, but it seems to
don't-
be some kind of let me okay. You see, it seems to just be like a classic
Like smut novel.
well, I'm trying to think, because it's Wallachia, almost all sort of stories have that sort of like weird German, like, you know how a lot of German fairy tales have the fucking dark twists that are in them, or just have all the tales are dark in nature. So this one seems to be about a princess trapped in a tower waiting for, a prince to save them, but then something else comes to bring them out of the tower instead, and then it's a whole thing about traveling with a monster and slowly becoming a monster, etc.
Okay. There's smut scenes in it?
There's no pictures, but
like,
yes,
describe.
there are. Yes.
She would like flip through it, and then like she would read the plot and be like, okay, all right. She would skip to them, read through, and be like, I could do better, and then just close the book and put it back.
Damn.
Not creative enough for her liking. If she's gonna read, it's got to be some real crazy shit. You're gonna
That's
make her
saying
read.
something. And now,
And then she'll just look for for Jevix where he is. To be like, oh, did you find
Now for
anything?
Jevix. Jevix. Oh man, oh man. Give me a moment.
You're all good. I did not expect to roll a D100
I think that's
ever.
our first 100 of the campaign too, so you know.
It is. Listen, I said it. I believed in you, Jevix. I knew you could do it. I had faith you would do it, and you did.
I did it when it mattered most, too.
Exactly. Like, okay, Rohan, I see you with the book.
Rohan.
Just takes a book, opens it, it goes right behind you. He just turns around, Belmont's right there.
You go to reach for a book, but your hand hits someone else's hand, and you turn, and it's Trevor Belmont.
A meat cute.
And he
Oh
just
my
goes,
God.
shh. He does that, and then he jumps out the window like a fucking... No one will believe you that you saw me.
The Scott Pilgrim just.
See, I was thinking more the Cinderella twist in time. Just
Prince Eric jumps out the
Yeah.
fucking window. Or it's not Eric, but whatever the Charles, I think is his name. Whatever the fuck her boring dude. Well, like, he was boring until that movie.
Yeah, that movie just...
Then they decided to give him all the personality.
You will not go down these stairs. Okay. Leaps out the window. He put his whole ass into that leap, too.
As you should. He knew he was about to serve.
As you are looking through, you're sort of walking by, thanks to your inhuman nature and high intelligence, you can pretty easily sort of scan the spines of these books and like read over the titles and sort of get a decent concept of, this might hold something useful, this might not. And you sort of are just slowly walking by, scanning through each bookshelf, looking through, and it isn't until you get to, like, I would say the far back corner of the library that you would then sort of have to pause for a moment, because as you're scanning over, you naturally notice something is sort of amiss, or at least you notice an abnormality in the pattern of how these bookshelves have been. All these bookshelves have been pretty much filled to the brim, and a lot of them relatively untouched. You've noticed it doesn't seem there are many intellectual reader types in Gresset. Who would have thought? But you notice this one bookshelf in sort of the corner of the library. The wood, a little bit older now that you're looking at it than a lot of the others, is missing a book slot. Like there's a slot where a book would be that is gone, but as you look around, you see that most of the other shelves around it are completely filled with books. And so that in of itself sort of stands out to you.
Is there any way to deduce what the title of the book may have been? Like if it was in like a chronological order, like book number like 13, 14? Would it be like 15 that's missing, or?
As you try to check this bookshelf, you notice that a lot of the spines seem to be a lot older and more worn than most of the other books, from what you can tell. And a lot of them are such like old style books that they're kind of just leather covers without titles.
Okay. Javix is going to run his finger over where the book was missing, see if there's dust. Just kind of see like how long the book may have been gone.
As you sort of stick your hand into the crevice and sort of like on the bottom of the bookshelf, you rub your finger and you lift it up, you can see there's a hefty amount of dust on your finger in this little gap.
He just kind of mutters, "Damn it," under his breath, and
you will notice, however, as you stuck your hand back there, that you didn't seem to like hit the back of a bookshelf, from what you could tell.
oh. Let me see. I'm gonna kind of just look down there and see if I see anything.
With that 21 investigation check, as you sort of look through this like book-sized crevice, you don't have dark vision, so it's pitch black, but you would have been able to see the. Oh well, you have to cast the spell, but you know. Okay,
there you go.
Now there you go. You see that it's pitch black, but then as you sort of chant to yourself and you cast dark vision on yourself, you can see through this pitch blackness, and you can see that it seems like part of the wooden back of this shelf has been broken open. And it leads, and you see it's broken open, and it sort of leads to the like actual physical like stone wall of the building itself. But because of the dark vision, you can notice that there is a bit of a... Where this book slot is, there's sort of a hole in the stone of the wall as well. And it's as you look through the bookshelf slot, the book slot, as well as the hole in the wall, that you see it sort of almost perfectly falls on this old, rackety sort of collapsed shack. Or not even shack, I would say. More like... Yeah, a shack, I would say. But you can see that it is actively sort of old and collapsed. Seemingly it was probably destroyed in some kind of siege, and then just never repaired.
Okay. Javix is gonna kind of look back. Does he see Freya, or did he kind of wander too far?
I would say it is at this point that Freya, you are sort of walking around looking for Javix, and you'll turn a corner and you'll see him sort of... You would have seen him in this corner, like his hands on the bookshelf, sort of eye just like face pressed up against it, as you're walking down, and then eventually you would turn back and see Freya, Javix.
You would see her like right as she's like basically just being like, "Oh, I've seen enough," and like throwing the book back. And she'll look over to you and kind of raise an eyebrow. Find anything?
Well, yes and no. Um, you have dark vision, right?
Yes.
Look right here. And he just kind of like goes behind her and just like guides her like towards where it is.
You'll see that there's like a slot where a book is missing, and as you sort of put your face up to it and like peer through it, you can see the same thing as him, as it seems like that through this book-shaped missing gap, the back of this wooden bookshelf is sort of cracked and broken open, and then which leads you to the stone wall of the building. But there's a sort of smallish hole in the stone wall that, as you look through it, almost sort of perfectly is pointed at a collapsed sort of rubbled wooden shack. Or like stone shack.
I'm sorry, can you repeat that? I apologize.
Essentially, you're looking through the book crevice, and you can see that the back of the bookshelf is cracked open. There's a hole in the actual wall of the building itself.
Gotcha.
And then
the
that
shack?
sort of, yeah, like looking through a
Okay.
telescope at something is
Okay, I
and
just missed the first
pointed
part.
at this sort of collapsed in small little stone shack or hut or building, whatever it might have been.
I think there's something behind this.
There is. And there was a book in front of here, but it hasn't been here for a while. So I want to say there's no guarantee we'll find a book past there, but we might find some kind of answer. Question is how to get there.
Well, we could see if there's some. I mean, do you think the book is what's required to potentially open it? Or we could look around, see if maybe there's a way to pry it, maybe some other kind of mechanism. Magic, potentially.
I'm not sure. I've scoured this section pretty good, and this is the first thing I've noticed that's out of place. Let's see. We could always try. If that leads to the wall, to like outside the library, we could try walking around outside over there and seeing if we can make our way there. Because I can imagine moving the whole bookshelf would probably disrupt some people.
Well, that and worst case. So does it look like it looks like a passageway, right? Okay.
What does the shack?
Like, yeah, like it's like, is it something like a hidden passage, or like am I
Oh,
understanding
no.
this
It's
right?
like you're looking through the wall of the building to the outside of the building, and then there's that.
Oh,
Yeah.
in
Like a
like the
hole in the wall, quite
distance.
literally. Yeah, like in the
Oh,
distance.
okay. Um, all right. Well, as long as we remember the positioning from this, does it look like a hole in the wall, or like is it? Yeah, it's just like a figment, right?
As far if you're talking about
Like the
what you're
actual
looking out of,
yeah.
the hole, it looks like just like stone erosion, and a stone eroded hole, as far as you can tell.
She's going to hold on. She's gonna like see if she can. Would she be able to do like prestidigitation or something on the hole so that way when they go outside they could tell like
You could
from the
like clean off any
positioning?
dust or anything like that. Yeah, I'd say that would make it pretty like visible.
Okay, yeah, she'll do that.
You clean off the dust and any like stone dust or anything like that that might have accrued inside.
All right, well, if we go outside, we should be able to eventually tell where we need to go.
The only thing is, I'm not sure if going out there with just the two of us would be the smartest idea. It could be nothing,
Well,
but if
my
there's
effect,
something there.
I was to say my effect will last an hour, so. But
Well,
we can wait for the others to finish. I'll leave it up to you, as you were the one who found it.
okay. We can at least go and scope the place out, make sure that we know where to go, and we won't actually examine the place itself until all of us are there.
I think
That
that's
sound
good.
good?
Yeah, secure the route there. That works for me.
Okay.
All right then. So you all are gonna walk out and sort of walk outside the building and around and over towards the rubble.
Yes.
Yes.
You do so. Da. As you do, you would walk around and it would be about like, I'd say 20, 25 feet behind the building. You would eventually arrive to the rubble of, size-wise, I'd say this was like probably a 10 foot by 10 foot building, whatever it was. But now it's just the sort of the walls that are broken at like the halfway points upwards and bunch of rubble sort of fallen in on it.
Hmm. So Jevix looks at the rubble, and he looks back at Freya. You keep watch. It's smaller than I thought it was, and I really need to check it out just in case.
Should we wait? Or do you want me to wait here while you go get the others? Is that what you're saying?
No, I'm going to dig through the rubble. Because the more that I think about it, the more I realize that us poking around here, we may not be the only ones looking for this. So, it doesn't look like there's anything big enough to be dangerous under here, but I would hate for us to come back and find it's been picked clean by someone who was watching us.
Understood.
And he's going to go and kind of move the rubble aside.
All right, then. I'll say roll a general athletics check to see how quickly you can
Oh
start
no.
moving all of this rubble.
Oh no. Yeah, that's about right.
There's quite a bit of it, so it's gonna take you a little bit of time to, you gotta grab like one big ol' rock and move it out of the way. Gotta brush away some dust. It'll take you not a long time, 'cause it's not a lot, but like 30 minutes to an hour, you assume.
Can I roll to like keep watch of the area?
Of course. Go ahead and roll a perception check.
Oof.
With a
Guidance.
14,
Go ahead and roll d4. 16. Better. With a 16, I would say as you're looking around, fortunately, this doesn't seem like a place that most people frequent often. So as of current, it seems like you guys are pretty much in the clear. You did notice that there were like guards at the entrance to the Proletarian Dueling Grounds, and there might be a chance that guards walk around and patrol, but you also know that might not be the biggest of deals because of one, you're Freya, and then two, your guys' relation with Slatemane. But it is something to still keep in mind.
Okay.
And as you all are doing that, we will go to Beezy and Lucifer. You two would sort of be sitting there and waiting, and as you are, eventually you would see the doors sort of open as you can hear the clanked footsteps of one Bertram the Bronze as he walks in. And he will sort of walk up to the counter of the person that you guys spoke to, and you see they will talk, and then the person at the counter will sort of point to you guys, and he will turn over and just seemingly nod before standing up and going to walk through the double doors that lead to the dueling grounds. And then the person at the desk will stand up and say, I believe Bertram is ready for whichever one of you wants to go first.
Well, go for it, BZ.
I got
You
this.
may help, or you may watch as well as any of your friends if you wish.
What? Wait, I may help?
No, watch. I meant watch.
I was gonna say, he's so cocky, he's gonna take us both on together. Goddamn.
I mean, depending on what you talk to him, who knows? But right now he's just doing what he's told.
I'll cheer you on.
You could be like my coach or something like that.
I think you'll do fine.
All right.
Yeah.
What are the rules for the dueling? If I may ask as well.
Well,
Presumably
they
not to
can
kill one another. One.
preferably not, but it really varies depending on the occasion as well as the people dueling themselves. There are some times where criminal punishments are to duel the champion to the death. There are times where some people may feel insulted if the champion holds back, so they say do it everything you fight with everything you have, and then are massacred soon after. It varies, but the two challengers can also determine it. Normally, it is until one forfeits or is unconscious.
I see. And then all of your abilities are fair? Do you have people from Australia ever come in? Fight with their magics, or...
Mages are rare, but very rarely do any of them ever busy themselves with the art of dueling, so it's not really been something to worry or think about. But everything is fair here in Wallachia.
Well, then
All right,
consider
then.
your audience in for a good show, considering my abilities.
Well, shall we head in?
BZ will nod.
All right, then. You all
Easy.
head.
Would you like a boon for offense or defense?
I think I'm gonna go for offense. The guy is gonna most likely go for defense.
All right, then. Yeah. Very good. Before you get ready for your fight, I'll bless you.
Hell yeah.
All right, and I just put their tokens down so that they can see this map. But
Oh, perfect.
Oh, that's a
walk
cool
into
ass
the
map.
dueling arena.
Okay, that's perfect. Okay, I got it. I got a strategy.
Bertrand the big dick, dude. You got heat metal? Can you just cook them alive and then fucking dodge?
No, I don't have heat metal, sadly.
That would have been so funny. You just give him literally the brass bull treatment and just burn him alive and run away.
I'll get that when I'm a sorcerer, but not now.
But yes, you see, he just stands there ready.
Is there like a big crowd, like awing and like cheering?
Unfortunately, since you kind of literally just organized this fight, no, not really.
Dang! No, are you?
And seeing as your
entertained?
comrades are currently
There we go.
Thank you, thank you.
seeing as your comrades are currently Scooby-Doo investigating, yeah, unfortunately, it's kind of empty.
Okay. Too bad. Not many people to witness their champion go down.
But
Where's the battle music, brother?
that's what I'm getting. I'm assuming conventional, because the battle has not started. You can converse with him and other things. And like he said, most battles are determined like by the people challenging. Do you want
Yeah,
to throw
dude.
out the proposition of a 2v1? That's up to you.
Now, BC's going to look at this man and say, "So, you ready for this?"
Death, give up, or unconsciousness.
Unconsciousness.
All right, then.
BC will summon his fire sword to his hand and have his shield on the other.
All right, then. I'm going to move here because would have waited till you are both center points. All right. Let's roll some initiative, folks, shall we?
All right.
Single combat.
All right. Well, with that, looks like you're up first, BZ.
BC will immediately move over. Does he have any ranged
You do
weapons?
see as he sort of throws his cloak to the side a bit, you see he has a bandolier of javelins on his back as he wields a shield and a sword.
Yeah, okay. BZ will move over to here and cast Eldritch Blast twice because he's level 5. Adam. 24 to hit.
24, that will hit.
Alright, 2 force damage. Ah, that's a 12.
Ow. That will miss.
Alright. After he hits, he's going to hide behind the pillar for cover.
Mm-hmm. And is that it?
That will be it for his turn. Oh, bonus action. He will bonus action after like going away. He'll bonus action. Hexblade course at him.
Alrighty.
I don't think it's gonna matter. Keep in mind you are blessed.
Oh yes, you can roll a d4 for the 12 if you wish.
Oh.
I feel like a 16 is probably still not gonna hit, but
Yeah, true, but like we can see, you know. It does 16
does
hit.
not hit.
Okay, yeah. 16 does not hit.
All right, his turn. We're gonna go. $30 here, so you're no longer in cover. Spear.
The 27 will hit, but the 12 will miss.
10 piercing damage as a javelin or as a
Dang.
spear is thrown into your side.
Sick. Okay.
And that's his turn.
Okay. Okay, BZ is going to use his action. Oh, well, first he's gonna move close. Right here. He's going to use his Flame Tongue as he uses his bonus action to ignite it. As he says, "Ignite the night!" And it bursts into flames. He brings it towards the first move is gonna go straight for the gladiator's sort of like neck. 24.
24 will hit.
Double eights.
Alrighty then. 16 total. Ow.
Second attack, aiming for sort of like the creases of his armor. 18.
bless up.
That will not hit, so roll a d4.
Okay. 22.
Are you guys level 5 already?
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
you gave us level 5.
Sorry, it's been a while. I'm stupid. I'm oopid. So what? 18 plus 4, that's
22.
22. That will hit.
Oh, okay.
Oh my god! Almost nearly max
14,
damage. 24.
14,
damage.
24. Yeah, 24 damage, baby. You just see as BZ just like
40 damage double tap.
so yeah, one at the neck, and then he just brings his sword like to the side and just goes straight for like the armpit of his armor and just like tries to cut into it.
And you will get a decently good hit. You see the other hits, he sort of kind of shrugged off, but that one he does like stumble back a bit as he sort of then just glares at you silently as always. Anything else?
That'll be it because he uses bonus action to do that. Yeah, to ignite it.
His turn, as you move in, he will raise his executioner's sword and 1, 2, 3.
The 20 will hit, but the 13 and 17 will miss.
For 13 damage.
Okay. I'm doing more damage to him than he is at me, so I'm fine with that.
That should be slashing, not piercing. But doesn't really fucking matter. And yeah.
Okay. How many javelins does he have? Like, he used 2.
He seems like to have 6.
Okay. Okay. Because he's gonna use a new spell. You see as BZ gets into a runner stance, like getting ready to just go start like running, and he is going to use Thunderstep.
Oh, that's an interesting spell.
The
Con
Kraken
save.
Flash.
He fails. 13 points of thunder damage as VZ just like immediately, like in a loud
Ow.
crash, immediately dashes right over to here. Yep.
You annoying bitch.
And he is going to move here for cover.
All right, then. Is that the end of your turn?
That'll be the end of my turn.
Goes back to his turn. I just zoomed him the map. I have to readjust. There we go. You see he will go over here, pick up his 10 feet, pick up his 2 javelins. He will, or spears. He will move another 20 here.
Do I get cover from behind the pillar?
You have cover, and you're out of initial spear range, so we're just gonna action dash over here.
That's all I wanted to do, baby!
Your turn, BZ.
All right. And that's an action. You know, I'm gonna go full full in. Branding Smite, bonus action. And as he
Alright.
comes around the corner, he just like a literal shadow. He sees BZ immediately go straight for a body shot with his sword.
All right.
Oh, wait. 1d4.
Hashtag bless.
19?
You see that as you go to strike him, your blade is about to meet with his body, but he will bring up his shield and parry
Ah,
as
dang,
it
okay.
misses.
Okay. Second attack. Ooh, I gotta get higher. Okay. 20.
You do not need to get higher because parry is only for 1 attack,
Okay.
not for the turn. But yes, that would. You still need to get higher than a 17, but that is enough to hit.
Awesome. Okay. So that will be 11 plus 10 plus Branding Smite, which is now level 3. 9 extra damage.
Ow. You see as you cleave into him with this magic, he will stumble back, and you will watch actually some blood sort of drip from the armor as he sort of coughs a bit, and he will look at you and he will say,
I'll give you this. You're more formidable than I expected.
And I'll give you this. You're less formidable than I expected.
Oh my god, not that trash talk. No, BZ.
and I'm guessing
He's
that's
gonna-
the end of your turn?
That'll be the end of my turn. Go ahead. Bring it
Here comes
on.
3 double crits in a row. Just 20, 20, 20, 20, 20, 20.
You're
He's just
shitting
like-
me.
That's not one shield dash, baby.
Nothing bad happens to him. He just
Sick.
misses. Another shield bash. 18.
Misses. 19.
Oh, I can't wait to kill you guys. Let's say. All right, I guess we just bashing again. What the fuck?
Miss.
You didn't have that bless. All I'm saying.
I know.
It's
Thank
your
you,
turn
Elizabeth.
again.
Okay, no more spells this time.
We could also say that him dodging everything is because Jevix told him you're quicker.
Mhm. He's just going to sort of like maneuver himself behind him and just do a 2 more attacks. Ah, that's a 13. Well, wait, I could get a 4. I could get a 4, but he'll have parry. I could waste his parry though. Ah, never mind. No.
Does not hit.
All right. Second attack. 23.
Plus bless.
Bless,
That will
bless.
hit.
Yeah. Oh, shit. My bad. There we go. 13 plus 10. 23.
Ow.
You lucked out you didn't have 3 attacks.
I know.
All right, then. That the end of your turn?
That will be... Yeah, that will be the end of my turn. I don't have any other bonus actions.
His turn. Shield bash. There we
26
go.
will hit.
11 bludgeoning damage, DC 17 strength saving throw, or be knocked prone.
Ah, strength. That's my weakness.
Ironic.
Yeah,
Well,
no.
They're
plus
knocked
enemy to help
prone.
you on
These
5.
attacks are at advantage. Longsword, longsword.
Yeah, those will hit.
13, 9.
Yeah, BZ's down.
Unconscious down?
Unconscious down, yeah.
Damn.
I can't do much, man. That's a crazy, like, I can't do much with a strength.
You see,
yeah.
he will slam the shield into your face, causing you to fall prone, and then he will stab you 2 times on the ground as you feel your consciousness begin to fade. He will sort of be panting a little bit as he sort of wipes some of the blood off of his sword, like by swinging it and then wiping it across his forearm before sheathing the sword and shield, and sort of coughing a bit. And the battle is ended. But I will say, you did fuck him up considerably.
Yeah.
He is well below half.
I'll walk out and I'll give you 5 points of lay on hands just to pick you up easy.
Did I win?
Not quite, but you did admirably.
Ah,
Bertrand.
dang it.
Are you still fit for combat or do you need rest?
I would prefer a small rest. I will be truthful, your friend is far fiercer fighter than I anticipated.
We can take a brief respite then. Get your breath.
You'll need to do better than him, though, if you wish to succeed.
Oh, I intend to.
And you see he will sort of walk. As you can see, still blood sort of trailing from his armor.
Even though I didn't beat him down, I got him to make a. I forced him into a short rest. I love that.
Yeah, so you're gonna roll some hit dice for him.
As he walks by to sort of walk out of the arena and go rest a little bit, he will look down at you, BZ, as you're, assuming, still laying on the ground,
Oh yeah.
panting. He'll look down at you and he'll say, "You're a formidable warrior. Stay safe out there. Would hate for anyone but me to fell you."
And you do the same, champion.
All right. It will
Damn,
take
that's-
him about 30 minutes to an hour to recover.
Back
If-
to the
That's
others.
rival number 2 for BZ.
Which also, BZ, you can either rest with him to roll your hit dice and heal, or I'm assuming Lucifer, you're gonna meet with the others in the in-between.
Wow, I'm just waiting with Bertrand for his.
Oh,
next
you're
fight,
just
but-
waiting? Okay.
Yeah.
I'll do a short rest as well.
Back to the others. I figured you'd go back and see what they're up to while we're.
That was the plan. I just want to know if
Shenanigansing.
you all were
Mhm.
re-meeting up with them.
I will. BRB. Gonna go get a.
It's this. Yes, right? Double checking. It's this. Okay.
I have yet to proc my Hexblade Curse ability on the crit roll.
I don't want you to.
I almost got. If I got in a 19, I would have done like so much damage. I would have become champion. I could have.
Listen, you guys have crazy damage output. You have crazy AC. I gotta balance it out somehow.
Oh yeah.
1, 7, 8, 9. Last but not least, there we go. Back to full health. If you want to also roll your hit dice, BZ.
Yeah. I will.
But
I'll do 2.
we will move out to the outside of the Proletarian dueling grounds, where as this 30 minutes is up and Jevix and Freya, you guys don't notice anyone. Freya, you don't notice anyone sort of noticing you all or trying to peep in on things, and you, Jevix, finally get done moving the last of the rubble away. I want you to roll me another investigation check at advantage, my friend.
Okay.
Take a bardic inspiration.
Oh, thank you. Is that a D8 for you now?
No,
No,
it's a
it's a
D6.
D6, okay. Okay, there we go. 21.
21, huh? Not the same as last time.
Yeah.
Do bardics reset on short or long rest?
I believe it is short, but
I definitely feel like it is
Bardic
short.
Let me double
Inspiration,
check.
5e.
Because I didn't have my macro set up.
You can use this feature number of times equal to your charisma modifier. You regain expended uses when you finish a long rest.
Gotcha, okay, that's what I thought. I'm just double checking.
But as you move all the rubble away and you investigate, you notice that the floor of this building is a bit weird. It's sort of stone paneling, like almost like a tile, but for just raw stone. But as you sort of look over it and you sort of rub your hands against it, you can tell that it's unusual compared to most of the other flooring you have, and it's not completely flat. It's in some corners of like the tiles are a bit uneven or unbalanced. Specifically, these sort of 4 corners of these tiles that sort of meet at the center of the floor.
Do I notice like any specific patterns to this?
No, there are no patterns. It's just flat squares, but the corners of these 4 squares that are all like right next to each other are sort of protruding a little bit more than the rest of the tiles.
Okay. Javix is gonna kind of carefully try and lift up part of it.
You'll sort of put your mechanical fingers through these sort of small cracks between these stone tiles and sort of dig under them and begin to pull back, not having to worry about your flesh or anything like a human would. And you do see that they almost sort of pop out of ground, out of place. And you can move them to the side. They are still large stone tiles, so you sort of have to like dragging a sewer grate, sort of move one at a time. But as you move them to the side, you will find a latch.
Okay.
A stone hatch.
Does it look like it's locked or anything?
From what you can tell, no.
Okay. I'm gonna like lean down to it and kind of like put like where my ear would be up to it to see if I hear anything under it.
Roll a perception check. The 15, it is absolutely silent.
Okay. Love of discovery, don't fail me. He's gonna open it.
You will see that there's not really like... There's a little indenture where you can sort of put your fingers into it, but I will need you to make another athletic. You'll need to make an athletics check to open it, as it seems this entire sort of secret hatch is just fully made of stone.
Okay.
Can I
And
try
quite
to help?
hefty. You can either give him advantage or you can both roll.
I'll give him advantage.
Thank you.
Wh-
I'm pretty
what's
sure we
your...
both have...
Actually, what's your athletics?
It's a -1.
Okay, how about... Can he give me advantage?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, yeah.
Okay, I have a 0.
Okay.
A little bit better.
Freya is slightly stronger than you. On average.
And you know what? You know what? Feminism. Jevix does not care.
I'll
That
use...
15 is enough. Just
Yay!
barely. As the two of you strain working together to... you kind of mess up your nails a bit. Or I guess you wear
Fuck.
gloves, but
Yeah, she
your
does.
gloves do get a bit dusty and dirty, and your nails are messed up a bit, but you both, with all your strength, sort of pull, and you open up the hatch as it falls open.
Fix my shit.
You do so.
Can't
And
be
you will
caught
see
slacking.
it leads to... It's a hole in the ground that has a ladder in it.
So
Is-
Jevix turns to Freya. Now might be a time to get the others.
Well... Should one of us stay back here?
You have now... You realize that this hatch has been hidden under a multitude of things. Rubble, secret stone tiling, and then the hatch itself is made of stone to blend in with that. And now you have just openly exposed it. So, leaving it like this, I would say you would easily know is probably not the best idea if you don't want other people to find it.
Yeah, Jevix,
I can stay here if you want to go get them.
no, in case it's anything, like, anything comes out from there, I can handle myself a bit better in up-close situations. So, I think it's best if I wait here and you get the others.
Are you sure? Because also, I
Yeah.
can alert to you from quite a far distance.
Speaking of that, actually, wait, let me see if I can do this.
Because I do have message now.
Message requires line of sight.
I know, but if they just exit the
Yeah, if
building
they
and
just
I
exit.
see them. Oh, I didn't mean to post that.
Uh, yeah, I think I'll be okay.
Also, it doesn't say I have to see them.
You just need a direct path, yeah. You need to know
You
which
don't.
direction they are.
I just need to know where they're coming from.
All right.
So if I know he's
It
coming
says you
from,
point your finger towards a creature, so...
yeah,
Within
if I know
range.
where they're coming from and they're within 120 feet, I can alert. I can say stuff to them. So I
Jevix
figure-
is gonna...
Potentially that and the alarm could be.
Yeah, Jevix is gonna be like, Well, I do still think it might be better if I wait here. I promise not to go down willingly. Just assume when you're getting everyone that something snatched me and is dragging me into the depths.
Alright, well, I'm not going to fight you on it, so I will go get them. And I hope you don't get dragged in. Truthfully, I'm not really worried about anything being inside there. I'm more so worried about outside things, and I have methods of getting out of that, which is why I suggested. But regardless, I will go get them. Hopefully they're done with their little battle thing, duel, by now.
Gonna pick us up right after I get my ass whooped.
No, you gonna win! You gonna win!
All right then.
I got him.
Jevix, you are staying behind to keep a watch over things, and let me ask Jevix, do you close the hatch again and try and cover it up, or do you just leave it open?
Javix is going to bring the stone, kind of back over it just to kind of hide it a bit. And mainly that if something does come out, it'll at least have to go through the stone first.
So you are closing the hatch, or are you just moving the tiles themselves?
Yeah, just moving the tiles.
Okay, it's a bit awkward, and you can definitely tell that it's the ground is very uneven because of the hatch being opened, but it should cause some trouble for something that tries to, jump out of it.
Okay, and he's just going to kind of sit to the side of it and just have
Wait.
his just have his gauntlets on, and just in case.
Ready to punch a fucker. And with that, I'm just setting up the music now so I don't have to later. I would say it is about at the point that you have rested up BZ, and you see Bartram has wrapped up some of his wounds and sort of you get to see under his armor, except for his helmet. He keeps his helmet on during this, but you do see him wrap up some of the wounds. And
do they have an armory in the dueling grounds?
You do see that on the walls of the arena themselves, they have very, very basic weapons.
Yeah. Is there a whip anywhere?
Yes.
Do you mind if I use this in a fight?
They'll sort of look at you and raise an eyebrow.
Freak.
Sick.
I
did not take you for a fighter of that sort. Whips are rather forgotten weapon for obvious reasons.
Yeah, as a kid, I used to read about, the Slayer of Dracula's fighting with his whip. Figured I'd give it a
wish to
try.
follow in a fool's footsteps. That is your choice.
Awesome. I'll take it down off the wall.
He's just gonna be a hype man, sort of massaging Lucifer's shoulder. He's just gonna whisper into his ears, let's say, "You got this, champ. You just gotta move quick, move like the wind."
And I would say it is at this point, as you massage his shoulders and you are walking into the arena, Lucifer, that you, Freya, would sort of walk through the double doors.
Does Freya notice BZ massaging Lucifer's shoulders?
I'd say she was too late for that, unfortunately, but she does notice Lucifer walking in with a whip.
BZ probably wouldn't necessarily register it, but she would for a moment kind of stop and kind of blink a bit, but she's got a smile on her face as she sees that, and then she realizes it's for combat, and then her smile fades.
Yeah, pretty cool weapon, eh? I saw I read it that the Belmonts used to use it in the past. Pretty cool.
A weapon. Yes, that they did. Did you guys just now get your fight, or?
Oh, I went in. I got him. I got him bloodied enough that he
Oh.
had to take a rest.
Well, I'm. Good for you, Busy. That's very impressive.
I'm hoping that I brought him down enough for Lucifer to do the finishing blow, and we can get some money.
Another 6? What the fuck?
Let's go!
That would be
Alright.
helpful, and after we have some interesting things to show you.
Okay, cool.
69. But Lucifer, you're up first.
Lucifer will walk forward here. And he'll crack the whip with authoritative purpose. And will channel divinity. Conquering presence. Wisdom
Alright,
saving
then.
throw, please.
Rolo.
This creature is brave, so you'll have advantage.
Oh, shoot.
16.
Succeeds. Okay.
You see as you
Dang.
crack your whip and you trigger your sort of commanding and conquering presence, as it sort of is like a little wave, shock wave of sorts that will sort of float his cape. He will be unmoving, unchanging.
Very good. I'll kind of reach towards my back and grab that sword that I carved runes into, and I'll throw it up into the air so it kind of lands just behind him in the ground.
Mhm.
Before it kind of starts to shake and pulls up from behind him.
Yo.
Nice.
As the sword comes to life, it'll strike out at him. As I cast Spiritual Weapon.
Hell yeah.
All right, then.
We love spiritual weapon.
So there's the text for it. Spell slot away.
Alucard, motherfucker.
And swing, bada, swing. 14, 15, not enough.
You see he will quickly move his arm with the shield back and deflect the blade as he will sort of look over at you with a quite surprised look and say,
First those magics, and now this. You two are certainly something.
Well, I try not to disappoint. Let's get to it then.
all right, it will come to his turn and he will move forward. He will shield bash.
No.
That misses. Shield bash again, 19. No. Shaking my head. Shield bash again. What the fuck?
No.
Dude, roll better.
Your
You
courage
see he will
is-
launch a barrage of sort of like punches and swings at you with the shield, but you'll manage to nimbly dodge them.
Sword will swing up. I'll switch out whip for sword. Rapier. I'll just attach to my hip and grab my sword. We'll go with the spiritual weapon first. As it swings in with 17.
17 does not hit.
Alright, time for me to take 2 strikes with the silver rapier. Thrusting towards his throat and his chest. 20?
He will parry, and that will miss.
I'm gonna give a bardic inspiration.
All right, then. What does that look like?
Come on, Lucifer, I want to see you hit.
All right, then. I'm guessing that'll be to the 17.
Yes.
Roll a d6. 20. 23. That hits.
Hold on. Sorry, buddy. Silvered Rapier for 8 damage.
Ow.
Plus 7 for 15.
Ow. That hurt.
You would hear a clap from where Freya is, as she's happy.
You'll get 2 stabs in on him, but he seems to take them pretty well.
He's doing the infamous Lucifer combo.
That
The
was
wombo
your-
combo.
Is that the end of your turn?
Yep.
His turn. You know the drill. 23.
Chill Dash will hit.
11 bludgeoning. DC 17 strength saving throw.
Not enough.
You will be knocked prone. These next 2 attacks will be at advantage. Stab, stab.
This shield bash is just crazy against us.
Oh, hold on. 60. Yeah, I mean,
He is a gladiator. Made for one-on-one combat. This is like his whole thing.
yeah, I mean, they both hit. I can't really do anything.
10. 19. God damn.
Okay.
That's it. But to be fair, that is all he can do.
Cool.
All he
I
can
will
do is like
use half of my movement to stand up. And we'll hit him with the sword and the rapier as I'll just launch a flurry of blows. Spiritual weapon first.
You're a monk?
No.
That does not hit.
Rapier. 21, 24.
That definitely
Hits.
hits.
And it's going to be empowered with a divine smite.
I'm gonna throw
13
another bardic.
plus 7 for 20.
Ow. I'm assuming on the 15.
Yeah.
All right, roll a d6.
Damn it.
17 still not enough.
Not enough, unfortunately.
Second rapier attack. 22.
I thought your 21 plus 3 was your second rapier attack.
No, spiritual weapon, rapier.
Oh, that was the
Spiritual
spiritual
weapon's a
weapon.
bonus
Okay,
action.
never mind. Yes, a 22.
Oh, I thought
Par-
so too. I'm
Parry will
stupid.
just barely save me.
He's sitting at 20 AC.
19.
Meat AC hits.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
always
but
say
plus
meets
3.
beats.
Is oh wait, it's
19 plus
22.
it's 22, which is what I have. So
I thought it was
Yeah.
23. Damn it.
can do the algebra, but can't do the
You got me. Go ahead.
11 piercing damage plus another divine
Ow.
smite
Wait.
for 8. 19
Ow.
total.
If I was a fiend, I'd be in a really bad position right now.
You would. All right.
Owie.
As long as I don't get knocked down by shield bash.
His turn. I'm gonna roll something. All right, he's a lot more confident in this fight than he was in the previous fight. You see he throws his shield away and 2 hands his longsword.
Yo.
Okay.
Oh,
22.
That'll hit.
Ugh.
22. Jesus.
it's a 2d10. That's
How his long? Yeah, how's his longsword 2d10?
He's
True,
yeah.
a melee weapon deals 1 extra die of
Mhm.
damage when the gladiator hits with it.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, I
it's
guess I
brutal.
lose then because I'm down.
And you will watch as he will toss his shield to the side, bring his executioner's sword up, and slash it across your chest as you will sort of fall backwards, unconscious. And your shield will, or your sword will, stab into the ground.
No, technically it doesn't. It's not concentration.
Oh.
that it's just floating there.
Awkwardly.
Menacingly.
Is
It's
it
not
over?
concentration. Interesting. So you can have that up and have like,
Bless.
what's it called? Faithful Shield or whatever.
Shield of Faith.
Shield
Yeah.
of Faith.
Shield of Faith, yeah.
Are they technically out of combat now?
Yes. As the
Okay,
battle
cool.
would end.
Freya runs over, and I'm gonna.
Yay! 15 health. Thank you.
Mhm.
You see, he will wipe the blood off his sword, like wiping it against his forearm once more as he will sheath it, sort of walk over, pick up his shield, put it on his back.
She would have done the thing to you where like you wake up with like your head in her lap kind of vibe.
You certainly have some tricks, and are an experienced warrior. I believe the only difference was your friend's blade is quite unique.
He'll say as he sort of he sort of like looks over and stares at your blade, BZ. If it's still
He's-
out.
BZ just like sort of does like the wobbly pencil thing, but with his sword.
It was a good fight. Ow. The
Return
brutish
to me
strength
when
is-
you've grown stronger.
Yeah. Will do. Ugh, I'll pick myself up. Thank you, Freya.
What?
Well, shall we? Carry on. We were unsuccessful. I hope you fared better.
That I think we did. If you will quietly come with me.
Yeah.
Secrets.
I'll touch my chest and give myself 20 points of healing.
All right, then. Simple enough.
And I'll put my sword back up. Or have it float into its sheath.
She would begin to lead them out. And I will say that whenever, as soon as she'd get in range, she would use a message to alert Jevix that
Fortunately,
they're approaching.
Fortunately enough, the fight was pretty short, as really all fights are, truthfully.
By the way, your
Even
voice
BZ
module is still active.
As truly all fights in D&D are, as they last max a minute or so to 10 minutes. But after about 10 minutes, I would say you all walk out and you would hear in your head Jevix, Freya's voice.
I brought them. Is everything... I hope everything has been okay.
And I cannot respond, right?
With message, you
Uh,
can.
Yes.
It's just
Okay.
BZ's telepathy that's one-sided.
Right, okay. He just goes, it's been pretty quiet over here, so that's lucky. See you when you guys get here.
Right, and yeah, she would lead them.
It would be only like a couple minute walk as you walk around the building and start walking sort of downhill until eventually you all will come across the like 10 foot by 10 foot crumpled in stone like hut or shack that Jevix is just sitting on one of the like crumpled walls waiting at.
He's accidentally aura farming. Hey,
You arrive.
so how did the fights go?
Well, Bertram is a freaking brute.
I almost had him in the ropes, but nah. He's
I
pretty formidable.
I think BZ, if you had have used your defensive magics, you would have taken him.
Oh yeah, for sure. I should have used my other new spell, the armor thing with ice.
That or your one when you had your clones.
That well,
Yeah, they both did well, Jeffix. Even though I unfortunately didn't see Busy's. I sure believe, though, that you had a close chance at besting him.
He fared better than me.
You did well.
I just couldn't find a vital point.
Not your fault that he's brutish and... Ugh.
They have also stated that he's been the champion for a year, so he probably has a lot of experience under his belt as well.
I'll be back.
Well, luckily, we've managed to find the weak spot of this library, which is right here.
You point at the sort of stone rubble that you pulled over the opening.
Yeah.
BZ will just poke at the rubble.
Busy, can you be a dear and move that for us?
What's the check to move rock?
Athletics.
BZ looks at his scrawny bug arms.
Jeffix is going to start moving them again.
If you all work together, you can move them without making a roll.
Okay.
Cool.
Do we all have dog shit strength?
Yes,
We
you all have
do.
terrible strength because Lucifer
not a
is a
strength party.
dexterity
I know
fighter.
he's a dex, but oh yeah, you're warlock. I forget. You're just
I'm
hex
warlock, dex fighter, artificer,
God, we really are.
warlock
fucking-
bard.
I can't
I'm
believe I have
pretty-
a higher strength than Jevix.
Look, I put all my stuff into I spent my time at the gym library. Okay.
But you all would eventually move the rubble and tiles out of the way to see the open stoned hatch that leads to sort of this rope ladder that leads down a hole.
Basement.
Let me go first in case it breaks. I can climb out.
As you're
I'll,
going down, the ladder seems relatively very sturdy.
All right.
And I'd say you're going down for like a couple of minutes before you'll eventually hit a floor. And you see there will,
Jesus.
as you turn around, there's a door. Like it's like this very tight, like square, just straight down. And then when you turn around, there's a door like right there in front of you. A wooden one.
Interesting. I'll try to push it open, I guess.
You open it. And as you do, this is what lies before you.
A fucking command center?
A large room with a bunch of scattered papers, objects, items.
How
Very
dusty
hectic.
is it? Does it
Not
look like anybody's
that
been in
dusty.
here? No?
There's barely any dust at all.
Someone's been here recently.
Is there another way into the room, or...?
No, that wooden, you see right there? That
Yeah.
wooden door is where that wooden door opens.
Okay.
And then everything else is just walls.
Well, come in. Let's search around, I guess, if we're rooting through people's things. Might as well be thorough.
Jevix walks in and kind of goes,
He's very excited about this.
You all can roll investigation checks, or you can help someone else with an investigation.
I'm helping Jevix.
Gee, who would have thought?
My 0 to intelligence.
I got this, guys.
21 again.
Lucifer and BZ, as you're walking around, you're sort of just walking around and taking everything in. There's a lot of random stuff. There's like papers and maps and books, and then like jars of random things. It's in crates of also what seemed. It's a lot of just what seems to you guys is just a lot of random shit, all sort of thrown about.
BZ is just mainly looking at this thing, like, just curiously.
I will say it is not exactly one-to-one with this image, but there are still odd trinkets and oddities that are scattered across the different tables and things. But you, Lucifer, or no, sorry, BZ and, or not BZ, words. Jevix. Jevix and Freya, as you two are walking around, Freya, you sort of notice immediately the large center table, and you sort of point it out to Jevix, and as you do, and Jevix, you look over the center table, you see a book resting on it that seems of the same shape and size as what would have possibly been able to fill that missing nook at the bookshelf.
Immediately scoops it up and starts reading it.
As you scoop it up, you can see that it too, like the other books on that side, is a blank leather-bound book, almost more akin to a journal, you could say. But as you open it immediately, you can see that it is written in common, but it seems to be pretty like you know how there's like fancy handwriting and then there's like rough handwriting. It's like a mix between both. Like someone who knows how to write fancily, but has done so in just a rough and quick way.
Okay.
So that's easily legible, but still has like a weird little flair to it. But do you just open the book to a random page or just start looking through it?
Just kind of looking through it.
Roll a D100.
Oh boy. Yep, it was bound to happen.
As you are flipping through the page and you're looking at things, you'll just open it and you'll sort of flick and you'll find a random page near the beginning. And as you begin to read over it, you can see that it has, as you begin reading it, you can see that it talks about night creatures. But more specifically, it talks about I will get into that at another but as you start reading through it, it starts talking about night creatures of, obviously, they're sort of weird undead creations or offspring of powerful undead or vampires or necromancers and things. But then it will go into more specifically the different classifications of night creatures. The turned, the servants, the monstrosities, the abominations. The words and descriptions here are
ones that could only have been made by someone well versed in the creatures of the night.
So Jevix, like scrolling through the book, he looks over
And
to
Freya,
everyone
since you
else.
helped with this, you are also, I'd say you'd also be able to look over his shoulder over the book.
So he kind of looks to everyone else and just goes, "We we we may have found evidence of a Belmont."
Maria's gonna step back just to give you and BZ in particular some space for this. Because she knows y'all have been waiting for this.
BZ sort of like looks at the room and sort of like now realizing what it's sort of like meant to be.
And Jevix kind of just like goes on a bit of a spiel of how like like these are all classified in a certain way, as if whoever has written this has dealt with them or has seen them up close and lived to write about it. Um, Talking about how the writing is like both like fancy but also rushed, like someone who can write well but is trying not to for some reason or other. And just kind of listing off reasons that this may be like a potential Belmont like hideout.
Freya, I want you to roll me a D100.
41 again? Jesus Christ. That's literally what I rolled last time.
Roll again, but roll with advantage for this.
Oh my
Jevik's roll was just
Ooh.
Jevik's roll was just to see what page of the book he came on. If you were curious, Jevik.
God damn it.
A 6. All
Can
right
I
then.
help Freya
Oh,
somehow?
advantage is a 41, no?
No. I'm gonna use
That's-
the 6.
Disadvantage. Okay.
I'm trusting him. I'm trusting him.
And Freya, as you're walking around, as you realize that, oh boy, Belmont things. That's gonna be those two are gonna surely want to look at that book and discuss things. You sort of walk around and you're looking over things, and you walk to the large board and you realize that it is a map of the entirety of Wallachia and is split into the 10 territories of Wallachia. And what you notice is that each of the 10 territories has a colored X in each of them. You can see that almost all of the lesser territories have just a normal black X in them. You can then see that Bryla, Gresset, and Targa Vista all have a red X on them. And finally, you can see that Transylvania has a red X as well that is also circled.
Okay.
But Lucifer, what's your reaction to the book? Or he's dead.
He might be dead. That would be very unfortunate.
Did you say
Rest
me?
in peace. Yes,
He just
like
got so excited.
like more of just reaction
I
to, you
thought- I
know,
didn't hear my
Jevik
name,
saying
sorry.
that. I said Lucifer
Belmont
instead of
book.
Shiro, so.
Looking around the room, does it seem like there's any magical artifacts?
Roll a
No.
D100.
I don't think I'm gonna do that.
No, I don't think I will. Out.
Okay, then.
Nice.
As you cast Detect Magic, you almost get flashbanged for a second before things start to die down. As you can see, a wide variety of items in this room are glowing with magic, especially some random ones that you wouldn't really anticipate or expect.
I'm gonna start rounding them up, I guess, and placing them on like a table or chair that's clear.
All right, I will say there are a decent amount, so that'll take you a bit of time as you do that. Jevix and BZ.
Um,
BZ will just try to find like the most like shiniest thing in this place.
Would you want to help Lucifer as you see him collecting things, or are you just looking for anything shiny? Period.
Anything shiny, period.
Roll D100.
Us.
Another 100.
53.
Oh.
With a 53, you do indeed find something pretty unique and shiny. You find a grappling hook attached to a lot of rope. But as you sort of look over the grappling hook and the rope, you can see that the grappling hook is made of silver, and that the rope is of some kind of extra sturdy material compared to normal ropes.
If this thing has anything of use, it would be pretty nice. Though if it doesn't, we might want to melt down the silver.
Does it look like it could be used to restrain like a night creature? Like if you were to tie one end around a tree and then throw the grappling hook around it so it like digs in silver?
Possibly. You can't really think of any other reason why you would need the hook itself to be silver other than any other metal.
It might be for restraining large night creatures. The hook digs into their flesh, hurts them. If they try to fight it too much, it'll tear through them. Or roots them in place.
that could be useful for the thing that we have to fight with Freya.
I think so as well.
But we also do have to be careful here. It doesn't look like this place is abandoned. And it would definitely be unfortunate to have a Belmont hunting us down for taking all their stuff.
Yeah, if we leave a note. I'll start penning out a note on one of the pieces of parchment. And just
Speaking of notes,
stab one of the knives that are in the room into the fucking board above it.
are there like other notes since I looked at the book that I can recognize are done in the handwriting of this person? Like not even important ones, just anything.
Yes. I'd say that at least like
Even bro's grocery list.
at least 50% or so of the papers in this room are of that same handwriting. Some of them are of different handwritings that seem to just be like maybe things whoever owns this has picked up along the way. But a lot of these papers seem to be handmade or written.
She's gonna take one of them, just like one that doesn't seem very important. Purely so she can have it to compare handwriting if they come across any other stuff.
I'd say you pick up one that seems to just have a poem written out on it.
Yeah, she'll steal bro's literature.
Damn, he was using that for open mic night.
Gotta get back to the fucking drawing board, buddy.
All right. And Jevix, what are you doing?
Jevix is going to close the book and kind of get a good look at everything in the room. Like assuming that some of the stuff here like is what's here, like as an artificer, he probably like would recognize what some of the stuff is used for and maybe read some of the blueprints and stuff.
All right. As you sort of look over things, you can see that you know what? Roll me another D100 as you're
Okay.
choosing papers and things to look over, or notes and things.
Oh my god,
The
wow.
brothers' consistency.
With a 53, you find you find a paper that you sort of open, and you see that it seems to be a schematic of sorts, but it seems to be written in a different handwriting than of whoever was writing the book. It seems to be a schematic for a grappling gauntlet that you recognize is of some pretty advanced levels of engineering.
Ooh.
And actually, roll an investigation check for me.
Okay.
With a 26, you would notice almost hidden. You have to like shine the paper up to the light a bit, but there is in the corner of the paper, written backwards, there is a word. I'm going to write it backwards, and you are going to have to decide what it is yourselves.
Ooh, Hellsing.
Oh, Hellsing. Okay.
Indeed.
Jevix is immediately going to start taking out his notebook and like copying down everything that he can, like to the letter.
All right then. Lucifer, after some time, you will gather a total of 6 items that you detected magic on and put them on the table.
What are they?
Jevix, we will get to that, but Jevix, you will begin copying the schematic, which will take a bit of time. BZ, what's your sort of final actions per se before?
BZ will just like mainly he's just in awe, but
Taking everything in.
yeah, mainly taking anything in, seeing if there's anything that we miss around the room.
Roll a perception check.
Yes, go right then.
Guidance.
Plus
Perception,
a D4.
20. 22.
With a 22, as you're looking around for anything you all might have missed, there's one thing that you do notice. And that is that you see hanging sort of from the ceiling. You didn't notice it at first, but as you take a closer look, you recognize it because it's something you have seen before. A silver chain hanging from the ceiling, made in the same fashion as the silver chains that you found hanging those noblemen that turned out to be vampires.
Werewolves.
Or werewolves, sorry.
DZ will sort of like point it out. Lucifer, do you think you can grab those?
Yeah, I can.
And you'll grab another 10 foot of silver chain to put with those magic items you grabbed. And finally, Freya.
Yeah.
As you are searching and sort of looking over things after looking over the map, you'll sort of turn to walk before you'll notice a book that sticks out to you.
Okay.
And the reason that it sticks out to you is because it looks a lot older than any of the other books, even the journal that Jevix was holding. And as you sort of walk over to the bookshelf and you take it off, you notice that despite looking older, it is much more fancily crafted. It's sort of a hard-bound book. And as you sort of wipe the dust off of it, it is the title that sort of catches your eye more than anything. As this book is titled
The suspense.
The Truth of the Dark Lord's Fall. Written in a crimson embroidery.
Would I also be able to flip through it real quick like Jeffix did?
Sure. Roll D100 to see what page you end up on.
31.
With the 31, as you open this book and flip to a random page, you see that this book is written much more like a proper novel. You see it seems to be a description of an individual who is walking alongside his an individual who is walking with 4 friends, comrades, allies, as they make their way through the dark and twisted sort of forests and plains of Transylvania, beginning to make their way towards their ultimate destination, the Dark Lord's castle.
Gotcha. Okay. She's immediately going to take the book.
And as you take the book, and are you pocketing it privately for yourself, or are you putting it on like the table
Privately.
as all right? And as you do that, you all will sort of reconvene at the table as Jevix puts down the journal, Lucifer puts down the silver chain and 6 new magical items.
So I do also want to say that Jevix, like he has also been writing down the notes in the journal about the different monster types and all that.
Well,
just so
the
that-
journal is easily 100+ pages.
Oh, okay.
If you really wanted this information, you'd have to take the journal itself.
Oh, he's gonna take it. He doesn't want to, but he has to.
But still, I imagine you present it to the others so that you all can look through it if need be.
Yeah.
And as you all present your findings of this weird little nook, your possible lead to a Belmont or whatever this may be, an ally to face the Night Council. as the calm sets in before the storm. This will be where we end the session for tonight.
Okie dokie.
We're ending it early today.
A bit early because
I
someone
have
needs their rest.
work.
Yeah.
I have to get up at
Oof.
5:30.
Honestly, same. I feel like we needed this.
Yeah, I told him it was like midnight's the latest I can do on a work day. Just
But congrats, Jevix, for fucking.
Yeah, found us the fucking horde. Go.
I knew you could do it.
That natural 100.
Literally never rolled that in my life.
I
First ever
believed in you.
D100.
I am so proud of you. That's why he's Duck out.
But
Besides
I hope you all
Alphonz, actual goat.
enjoyed. I hope you all had fun when we return. We'll probably be on a serious note as you finish up looting this hidden basement and then make your way out of Gresset to hopefully begin traveling towards Targa Vista.
I will not be here the 16th.
Oh, TwitchCon.
Yeah.
The 16th.
I'm good next week, and then the
16th.
week after I'm gone.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I thought you meant next week, but yeah, that's
no,
fine.
I'm good for next week, and then I'm gone the week after.
All right, then.
That's
well,
good.
hope you all had fun. I hope you all enjoyed watching. And is it Thursday yet?
Is it Thursday?
Thursday.
Is it Thursday
yeah.
yet?
Yeah.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.